So you're going through it. The storm's kicking your ass. You don't know what to do. Life is just humbling. You wake up every single day. It's like, bro, why the hell am I here? Why am I still fighting? Why am I still pursuing what I've been thinking about pursuing? But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that's the whole point of life. The thing with life is that there's never gonna be a time where you're gonna feel like you got everything figured out. You're never going to be able to experience life in the sense that, oh, nothing is in the way. I don't have to chase after something. There's always going to be something you're going to be chasing after. If it's peace, if it's happiness, if it's money, if it's security, if it's relationships in your life, there's always going to be that one thing you're going to be asking, why don't I have this? I wish I could have this. Or only if I had this, I would be happy. And the reason I'm making this video is to just explain the fact that if you have this kind of mindset, I want you to call quits on that, because I want you to practice being happy with what you already have. And I know life may not seem like in a good state. It might suck right now. You might be in a position where you're struggling a lot financially, mentally, physically. Anything could be going on in your headspace or in your life. But what I'm trying to tell you is that embrace the journey, embrace what you already have. In my personal life, being able to look at your life and be like, I have this, and I don't have this, but that's okay. I'm going to keep working towards what I want, the things I need. That's what being an adult human being is all about. In life, you got to be able to accept the fact that you're not going to have everything. You're not going to have the sick car. You're not gonna have the lit watch. You're not gonna have the lit everything all at once. And it's all a journey, because you could obtain those things in the future. All these things are future preferences. So every single time you think about what you don't have, I want you guys to slow down and admire the things you already have. You know, I've said this before, but when I was looking towards purchasing my first car, I think I was around like 17. Yeah, I was 16, turning 17, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was 17. Around that time, I did not care what kind of car I had. I was just thinking about a vehicle that would take me from point A to point B. You know, when I finally got a car, I was the happiest man on earth. I thought I was the richest. And then after a while, I started to become picky. I've had 7 to 8 cars in the span of 2 years. I buy, sell cars. I've also had a lot of problems with vehicles. Cars have done me wrong. So when I now around this age, I noticed that I've become so much picky. And if I were to look back to my previous self, I'd be like, I didn't even care, man. I just wanted something, and I was so grateful when I got it. That's the mindset I want you guys to hold on to, because there's gonna be times where you're gonna feel like, oh, I don't have this because I don't have this specific thing. And that's wrong, because if you go back just a couple years or even a couple months, you'd realize you did not care about all these things. You didn't care about all these materialistic things. You didn't care about all these objects, all these kinds of stuff. All you cared about was the things you actually needed, you know, or the minimal wants. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that I want you guys to hold on with the gratitude mindset. Stop looking for the best of the best. You're not going to get everything all at once. Life has its phases for every single person. Specifically, if you're thinking you're going to have a whole bunch of money all at once, that's not how life works, man. You have to obtain skills, knowledge, and value. That's the thing. When you're at this young age, what value can you really provide other than labor? Because you don't have any skills, you don't have any knowledge towards any projects or anything like that. So all you can really provide is labor. You know, so it's either you use that to your best capability, or you also go out and learn and upgrade your skill level. There's always options to level up and do good things for yourself. It's just a matter of fact if people decide to take those decisions to actually better themselves, better their lives, and better the things in their life. Because the thing with life is it's only going to allow you to get what you work for. And yes, there's some people who don't have to work and they get everything easy. But that's just the way life is. Everybody gets different things. Everybody starts at different points. It's now you accept the fact that you weren't born in a rich family. You got to start doing something for yourself, you know. And the only way you can embrace that is if you understand that that is something out of your control. The only thing you can control is the fact that you're working hard, you're grinding, you're working towards your goals every single day. You know, I just want you guys to keep that shit in mind. It's very important to understand that there are things you can't control, like what family you were born in, who your dad was, who your mother was, who you have as your support. There's some people, they're born in a family, they're born in an environment where they have a lot of support. And these other people who are born in a complete opposite. Their mother deserted them, their father left them, or their parents simply just died. You know, that's the reality of life. And when you come to terms with that, you understand you actually have it better than a lot of other people. Some people are suffering because they don't have that same support system that you actually have, but you're complaining about because you weren't born in a rich family. So I want you guys to actually think about the fact that there are things you can't control and there's things you can control. But the things you can't control, I want you to work towards doing it. Yes, life sucks. Yes, it's dark. I made a video called During Dark Times. Life is beating the shit out of every single person. You're not the only person who's suffering. I guarantee you that. Even the richest man on earth has problems. Everybody has problems. And that's what I want you guys to understand and put in your head. Keep in mind that everybody has problems. Really, that's all I gotta say for this video. Hope y'all have a blessed day. Stay blessed. Humble success. Happy Friday. Thank y'all for being patient with me and not posting yesterday. I'll catch y'all later. Stay humble.